Master Wizard Tyron at the Academy Masters told me all I know. He's since retired and protege Isabel Gray's taken over. She and I studied at the same time. Point being, the Hydro Magi aren't the only ones who hold knowledge of the arcane arts in these lands, even if they pretend to be. Battle Mage's Hood. It's not a bad set. Spellslinger's Robes. Thornhill Teleport. Spiteful Seas. I can now head to I can now teleport here. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have bought it before I got this place. I'll have to head to the bank. Let's go to mansion, though. Doesn't feel it. 30 over 20. Not bad. Charcoal snapper. Stone broke banking. What a name. Stranger Tonics. Come in, potential customer. Let's discuss your needs, and I'm sure we'll arrive at a solution. First of all, just a few ground rules first. No names. I don't tell you mine, and you don't tell me yours. And more importantly, never ask what's in the potion. Princess Fiona. The apothecary's inside, but he's not seeing anyone right now. If you're sick, I heard there's a druid man around who's been helping people. Advise staying away from the traditional healer, though, trust me. Remedies will only put you in a worse state. And who might you be? Name's Fiona. Apprenticing to the apothecary. Of course, I hate to say it, but I've not been too much of help here. Must have been studying plague at the pastoral city. Blistering plague, they call it. New to city, what can you tell me about it? Started some months ago, I guess. First folks started shivering, sweating, a fever broke. Then they start coughing like real bad, and this nasty yellowish pus starts coming out as they do. Their skin goes red like a lobster's, and then starts getting covered in blisters. Luckily it's receded now, but it's been a real nightmare for those who caught it. A lot of folk died. Others survived carry scars from those blisters. Master's still home to learn something, so maybe it can prevent it from happening again, you know? And the master, who is he? The great apothecary Sven Droge from the Bronzewind Academy of Learning and Excellence. He's kind of eccentric, has a reputation for, that's misspelt, for not being liked by his peers, I guess, but don't hold that against him. He's really good at what he does. Bronzewind. Yeah, don't you know it? It's in the Kingdom of Loria. It's like the most prestigious place of learning ever, for real skills and knowledge, mind you. Not like one of those schools where you learn magic tricks. Well, my master doesn't spend much time there. He prefers to be out in the field, like here. He always said there's so much one can learn stuck inside stone walls while breathing moldy air. Yeah, I guess that's one reason why his colleagues dislike him. It's not been of much help. Why? Whereas the kind of work that goes beyond requires the kind of work that goes beyond my abilities. For starters, my master says I'll need a protective suit, plague doctor's outfit. The ancestors know I'm good with a bone needle, but I always hated with a bone saw, but I always hated needle and thread. Though he won't admit it, I think my master could really use an extra pair of hands, you know. Right now, if you're more capable, I suggest you talk to Taylor Francis near Baker's Gate. I can tell you how to make the outfit, craft the outfit. Security boarded for a reason. Someone dead in there with the plague. Presumably. Who knows, maybe it was autoerotic asphyxiation. Hey there, Trevor. Got a second? Need some? Yeah, I'm trying to practice medicine making, but I'm short on ingredients. Have you come across any dandelions? Need 10 of them. Sure, keep an eye out. So literally dandelions just over here. Well, I suppose she doesn't have the benefit of the all-seeing minimap. Or most-seeing minimap. Oh. Seems every time you go to a dandelion patch you get 5, which is quite nice. With the deep forest lilies, or whatever they're called, you only get 2 apiece. So, mildly sucks, but means you only have to hit up 5 to get enough for a single potion. I brought the items you asked for. Oh great, you found dandelions, thanks a bunch. This will really help with my studies. You're welcome. 10 is gonna be nowhere near enough. Aaron's house. Oh, it's a fast travel point. Maybe it only counts till you kill the dude. Almost looked like a glitch. Then you don't deny it then. This magical mirror is yours? I don't believe possessing magical objects is against any law, Sergeant. It connects him with the swamp's witch. Saw it with my own eyes, sir. They've been conspiring to bring the plague upon Thornhill. Hogwash, Aaron's done none but help people. The jealous woman doesn't know what she saw. Not again against the law, but consorting with the witch's grounds for treason. Take him away. This is ridiculous. Ha. No, you're making a terrible mistake. If he's been healing people... and actually helping people, I could see the other woman getting lynched for that. Like, you get the guy who's saving us, helping us, dragged away because you're a deluded fool. I could see her swinging from a lamppost, if they had any. Can we do it? I mean, I was the one meant to kill him. This is terrible. The horrible miscarriage of justice. Poor Aaron. Aaron, I need to talk to him. No, impossible now. Look away to the dungeons of Castle Mark. No one's allowed to see prisoners down there. Why? What has he done? He hasn't done anything wrong. He's been healing the city's poor, especially since the blistering plague swept through our city. But then he made our traditional village healer Marlene look bad, so now she's trying to get rid of him. Terrible healer too. Those people smear cow dung on their faces for every ill. So, Castle Mark. I thought it used to be called Mist Castle in times past. Mist Castle? Remember an old man called it that when I was a little girl. But everyone calls it Castle Mark, which is fitting if you ask me, for the oppressive time residing within it. Can I check inside his house? Well, yes, I suppose. Door should be open, but mind his medicine cabinet. Aaron once told me some of his herbs can even cause death if mishandled. There's no end to the dungeons? That's just not happened in ages. No matter how much townsfolk are pleaded with the guards, they'd never let anyone in. For too often people get thrown in there and just disappear and never to be heard from again. It's monstrous. Though a while back there were some rumors someone managed to escape, somehow through underground tunnels. But I don't really know any more about that. Way out might mean a way in. Who'd know more? Not really sure. Those aren't really the kind of secrets good folk like I would know. But if you're very determined, maybe you could ask some of the more seedier characters around Thornhill. Sadly, they're not hard to find these days. See, thank you. Seem right. Save a lot of people during the plague. Some I knew. Yeah, she could very well get herself lynched if she's making people smear cow shit on themselves. Head down, drowned in a fucking cow pad. Wolf in sheep's clothing is what he was. Who knows what he did? Okay, see. Divided opinion, but maybe he healed people, but also secretly infected them. So, if that side, that side wins out. Why would he spread the plague if he was looking to cure it? If that side wins out, you could find her swinging from a lamppost, if they had any. I'm sorry, I want to see her swinging. She annoys me. Medical book. Ooh. I could do reading of this. A short and simple guide to potent household medicines, written by the excellent and most esteemed Joanne Partbright, court alchemist to the glorious House Lauren, may they eternally rule with the grace of Pelor's House of Roses. The Tipsy Owl sleep-inducing tonic. The reader will find the Tipsy Owl to be the ultimate all-purpose sleeping agent. The reader is advised to dissolve the agent into a warm beverage, such as tea. Apply a generous pinch to achieve a pleasant relaxation and drowsiness, but 5 to 8 pinches in order to bring a deep sleep shortly. Instructions: grind the following ingredients finely: 1 part moonshade leaf, 1 part dreamy yarrow, 2 parts black slime root. Warning: the reader is strictly recommended not to deviate from the aforementioned instructions and treating themselves to a larger dose than necessary, lest they be consequently wake up experiencing drowsiness, irritability, and mind fog. In an extreme event, the reader would experience swift loss of consciousness, followed soon after by the halting of their heart. Do not therefore treat this warning lightly. Rose-thorn wine, most potent of painkillers. Though there are numerous pain-numbing solutions, none are as potent as rose-thorn wine. However, the reader should be advised to favor those in the treatment of the most common pains and aches, as the rose-thorn may present serious complications. Please apply rose-thorn only in serious events of pain. Follow the instructions to the letter and consult the warning page carefully. Instructions: grind the following ingredients finely: 1 part dragon's marrow, 1 part moonshade leaf, 1 part blood vine ivy, 1 part hellhawk. The reader is advised to dissolve only a pinch to tea, no more than once per day. Warning: take note, it is absolutely imperative that the reader takes great care in never exceeding the aforementioned dosage. This cannot be overstated, as larger quantities may lead to internal bleeding, severe agony, and, in the most extreme cases, they'll be vomiting blood until their eventual death. The order hereby absolves themselves of any unfortunate incidents that may occur as a result of not observing the instructions given with utmost care. The reader is considered duly warned and may employ the rose-thorn at their own judgment. No way to kill someone now. It's locked. It makes no sense, Peter. Don't try to make sense of evil, else it often doesn't. I don't know, it's clearly a dangerous man, and he's put where he belongs, that's the end of it. But there are no buts, Alice, that's the end of it. You'll find Aaron's cabinet full of various medicinal herbs and substances, along with a mortar and pestle. Medicine, or maybe even deadly poison, can be created with the right know-how. Perhaps there's an instructive book nearby. Time to improve next year. Moonshade leaf, dreamy arrow, 2 parts black slime root. Moonshade, dreamy. Managed to create plenty of Tipsy Owl agent. Perfect. Now where to put this? Dragon's Marrow, Moonshade, Bloodvine, Hellhawk. That's all his thing said. Tea table. The table's littered with some sort of tea leaves in a pot that has a note saying, "Especially good for nerves." The pot appears to be full of ground tea. Now, if only could get Aaron to drink this. The merchant eyes you to approach while quietly enjoying his drink in the corner. Don't look like any other peasant who walks into this tavern. Makes man wonder, you good at solving problems? Depends on what you want. Uh, I've heard about the lawlessness down south in Haywind. Forest roads crawling with marauders, an entire village razed. Merchant caravans don't like their chances travelling to the city. Just as well, most who try end up robbed. Traders are avoiding Haywind right now. Can you blame them? Some risk it, sure, but most traders have dissipated. Not only can you lose your goods on the road, but just as easily lose your life too. Bandits razed the village. They sure did. Pity folk of Baron's Green. Those who did get away, well, they lost their homes and everything. Marked the beginning of Haywin's troubles. So what's your interest in it? The city's starving for goods, and it provides an opportunity. Anyone capable of procuring said goods can reap great profits. I'm a man who likes the sound of great profits, but I'm not opposed to risk the road. River offers a much safer route. Thus I invested a small sum into a boat. There is just one slight problem. See, I'm an aspiring investor, but not a man of great funds just yet, so I had to choose the boat accordingly. But we meet out in the harbour. Easier to show than explain. Fair enough. I'll meet you at the harbour. Wouldn't have said no to them bringing me there. We can talk the finer details of my proposal there. Greetings, fella. This may be a rough neighborhood, but I keep it tidy in, so don't cause any trouble here. Can hold some burly friends if you do, just so you know. What about that other guy? He give me trouble? Willie boy? Nah, he's all bark no bite. Besides, he knows I knows fellas can give him more trouble than he's causing here. Catch my drift. Go need fellas like that if she's running in around these parts, just the way it is. Rough neighborhood? Harbor always attracts scoundrels and smugglers and sort, you know. Things seem to be getting worse, though. Disease that swept our city, the blistering plight. Well, it didn't help things any. Between the two of us, city's ball beneath surface. Ormare's always been a harsh master, but times have gotten harder. A lot of his men only more cruel. For one of these days, city's just gonna burst, you know. Same old, same old. For a way into the dungeons. Look, I run clean in here, and I can't involved in shitty business. Can't say no about the dungeons, but if you're looking for some questionable information, you may want to try chatting up sailors behind the building in the harbour. You can be privy to things that go beyond my knowledge. What you looking at? Will you stop screaming at everyone? Would you mind your own business? I do what I want. People ought to respect me more. Not someone to trifle with. Can I beat him up? He is annoying me too. He chose the broken boat. Ah, you made it. May I present to you my great pride and joy, the river barge James Bays. Named it for myself, of course. I don't understand. Where's the boat? Ah, you're looking at it right now. As I said, best I could do. But it'll serve perfectly, I'm sure. After slight repairs, of course. Slight repairs? Won't get it at harbor without sinking. I think it already has. Ah, well, yes. Which is why I'm hiring you as the man to oversee the logistics of this operation. See, I tend to be more of a big picture guy. You already seem to understand boats better than I do. It's very bad shape, but if I had 2 planks, a hammer, and some rope, I suppose I could get the boat serviceable again. I guess I'll need some planks and tools. Indeed, simple tools may be bought across many general stores in the city. Not to worry, I'll be sure to compensate any and all expenses once the job is complete. How generous. Perfect. I knew I had you pegged as the right man for the job. But right here in case you need any strategic advice. Rope, planks. Do we have planks? Or do I have to get the planks from the fucking sawmill? Can I just do it from up here? Planks. 2 planks. Armor and some rope. Oh, no, 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 no. Planks can be bought from general store. They haven't been really relevant, so I kind of forgot. But no, they can be. Marcus Defense. Come to peruse my wares. All prices are fair and non-negotiable and don't try any tricks. Got 2 strong lads just outside. Too many tricksters around here. How does anyone set up a jewelry store in the poorest district of the city? My goods are all legally acquired as far as anyone's concerned, and anyone who'd like to claim otherwise, well, make sure the guards see things my way, so good luck with that. Now I hope you didn't come in here to chatter. Jewelry box. Band of toughness. So resistance stuff, accuracy stuff, and damage stuff. I've seen some enemies that drop this. 3 grand for a single tag. If you could find consistent spawns of any of these, you could make a fair chunk of cash easy. The night shift. I don't know. I don't need to know the finer details of your job, so when asked, I cannot honestly say I have no idea. Just know that you find all tools you need here. But stay clear of Densey's store. It's none but trouble. Travel looking for work. Actually, if you're looking for work, I could use some help. Need someone to pick up a package from the bank. Would you be interested? Sure. Just waiting for you at the bank. Just tell them it's for me and they'll hand it over. Hammer. Rope. I think it was 2 planks, but it was just like, let's be sure. Francis. Father was a soldier, and his father before him. I hate war and want none to do with it, so no, you won't find plate armor in my shop, but I do sell mastercrafted clothes and embroidery. I've got a mastercrafted plague doctor's outfit. Plague doctor's outfit, eh? Now there's a challenge. It's not something I really make, but if you insist, I have some ideas I could draw up for you. Execution will be entirely on you, however. I'm eager to learn. Francis quickly draws patterns for you to study. Think you should be able to follow the instructions. The patterns describe the mats to be lined with medicinal grass. Where would I find that? Sweet grass, you mean? Let me think. I suppose people have been found growing it at the base of the city wall. Outside the gates. Near undisturbed land, you know. Thanks for advice. Cane shred. I could sell it here. I can buy and sell apprentice stuff. But that's it. Not funny business once inside. I'll be sure to be funny out here. Nice place. You're trying to jest. How about you order a beer like everyone else or take your leave? Your package for shopkeeper Rainer? Ah yes, package for Rainer. Here you go. Please deliver to him safely. No self-defense. I got the package. Ah, the package. Thanks a lot. Thanks. The street tornado can be dangerous, mate. Are you sure you're well armed enough? I've got a good variety here, but I always recommend the heaviest hammer. Just bong 'em good, unga bunga style, you know? Works for me. Can sell weapons here. Hmm. The only issue with all these is it relies on a rare drop from enemies. I suppose the drop is, it's not as rare as that orb from the trees, I don't think. Yeah, I think on all of them it's more common than the orb. Or most of them it's more common than the orb. It's like a 1 in 10. But every time you swing at a tree, you have a chance of getting the orb. Every proc from the tree gives you a chance, and you may proc it 3 times, 4 times per tree. So, as opposed to with an enemy where you kill him, you may get no loot at all. Or you get 4 drops, 6 drops, I think I've gotten once. Maybe it's 5. But, you know, I see weapons as an iffy way of making money, basically. Copper, yeah, they won't go for much, but you just need metal. These will go for much more, but you need rare drops to go with them, so unless you have an easy way of getting those drops, it's best not to worry about it. Huh, the 2 symbols are overlapping. Can I work here? Work, huh? Well, I don't usually hire people, but my equipment's in bad shape. Got a lot of weapons here that need repairs, but I'm out of materials. Bring me 5 iron ingots to fix them up. Maybe you can give a cut of profits. What are the odds you actually pay me, given most of these are done for free? Just for the love of the grind. Love of the game. Tornado guards all around the place. This place is kind of weird, how many people are just like standing still, like almost in breadcrumb lines. That boat's over there, it's completely wrecked. Well, it's just like wrecked up there, like, can I loot it? Proceed. An odd warning. Yeah, just look at her. Isn't she a beauty? Never doubted you for a moment. So what now? Now we load her up and set our sights on Haywind. Want you to oversee the trip, but we should first hire someone who knows the waterways. Someone who consider clear bandits preying on the riverbanks. Perhaps get it back to the tavern and persuade one of the men there to take on the challenge. Won't lie, they're not usually the most trustworthy of sorts. Skilled in water. Besides, I've you to make sure they toe the line, don't I? Hey traveler, looking for work? Do you work around here? Not really, but I can help. What do you need? Need 3 ropes to secure the cargo before we set sail, but crew's all over the place. Could you grab them from the loading area? Smuggler captain. The captain measures you suspiciously with his eyes. Yeah, what do you want? No way into the dungeons? I might. Are you looking to break out? What's it to you? Usually folk are looking to skip the dungeons or also looking to escape city. Can help with that, for a price. Just need to know the passage. Just knowledge, eh? Ain't so sure I'm willing to divulge such sensitive information to folk outside my customs. You understand? Listen to you go, use fancy language all learned like. Shut your mouth. But enter your customs then. That'll do. Ain't long ago I shipped a guy out of the city. Been locked up for getting a bit too political with the Lord Mayor. Apparently his wife arranged his exit through the cemetery, you see. There's a network of old catacombs running beneath the city, opened up at the cemetery. And as it happens, it ain't a stretch to use those catacombs to break in and out of the castle's underground prison. So it would have been an escape, wouldn't they seal the route? Or the guards try to get the best stonemason in the city to do it for him. Bugger had the nerve to demand payment for his services. Guards didn't like that, so they locked him up. Flaming idiots. Still, I heard they boarded up the opening, but that ain't exactly a problem. Germany could probably break it down with something heavy, like a massive hammer. Well, if it's boarded, when you use an axe. Get it from the loading area? I'm not really sure what you wanted me. You wanted tree rope and some loading area. Look, I'll just buy it from the, like, somewhere and give it to you. I need experienced sailor for a daring trip down the river. Oh yeah? Well, I need beer, lots of it. I have 5 mugs, but a lady here won't sell it to me. I want 5 mugs. I want 5 mugs. Says she don't like me when I drink. Says I turn mean. I say you get me beer, maybe talk business. I have a job for you and you're seriously bartering about beer. I want what I want. I never do jobs sober anyway. Bad luck. 5 mugs of beer, no less. Otherwise you can forget about the job of yours. Right. How can I even expect you to be fit for this job? See any of those sailors here right now? I know what I can do. I know what I can do, and what I do is handle boats. I know my stuff, and I know it even better boozed up. Ain't doing any jobs unless I get my beer. Fine, have your beer. Alright, this should get me going. Tell me about this job. Journey down the river, eh? Expect some hazard pay. River ain't as safe as it used to be. Meet you to harbor then. I'm in my anti-spellcaster gear, which is a bit of an iffy gig, but it should be fine. Kinda wish there was an economy thing. You know, like, oh, hey, when you need supplies, you can trade for more. But, not everyone needs it. This is it then. My pride and joy. So that shop doesn't even have any sales. Well, with an experienced sailor in hand, the James Barnes is finally ready to begin its voyage. Are you ready, my friend? Should I be expecting trouble in the river? I heard of boats getting attacked, so yeah, but that's why we need a good sailor. It'll be his job to find a route through that route through that steers clear of the worst sites of ambush. I don't trust him. Good, because I wouldn't either. Not as far as I could throw him. Sadly, we don't have much choice in quality manpower in Thornhill Harbour these. Sadly, we don't have much choice in the quality of manpower in Thornhill Harbour these days. But that's why I'll rely on you to oversee the trip. I'm ready. Well, good. Hop on the boat. I'll sneak across on land and greet you on the other side at Haywood Harbour. Best of luck, my friend. I'm counting on you. Racing room. River bandits don't get us. Maybe this barge will. Probably should switch to anti... You know, I've been sitting here thinking. All that beer I had means I gotta take a leak. So let's stop on that island there. Right. Whatever. So, here's the thing. Watch your hands. I reckon gold splits better one way than two, so... I think it's time you fell overboard. I'd say I'm shocked. I never saw this coming. It's nothing personal, it's just a lot of time thinking of the boat, you say. After all that beer, started seeing things clearly. Then you shouldn't have listened to that barkeep. This island will be your grave. Away, 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 away. I laid my eyes on Aircrest. Over here, my friend. Glad to see you made it in one piece along with my cargo. I don't see your sailor though. Must have fallen overboard. I see. Turned out to be an unreliable man then. But that's fine by me. Means you earn his share. Besides, seems to me I can hire more trustworthy sailors in this city anyway. Tell you what, I'll throw in a little bonus for a job well done. Feel free to hop on my trade boat any time you're looking to hitch a ride between these two cities. Reckon it ought to be safer than taking the road anyway. Thanks. Good luck. Now use the river barge travel between Thornhill and Haywood's harbours. Establishing safe trade to the city besieged by bandits is a noble duty. 6 grand. That's all he says. Unusual acorns right there. 3 of them. What couldn't you fix with a hammer and a few planks? Porcelain pig. I think I've actually played enough. I think I've actually done enough, folks, for today. I think I'll call it here. I'm kind of feeling the burnout, you know? So, I sincerely hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you join me again soon. If there's anything you'd like to tell me, please let me know in the comment section below. And, till next time, love and peace.